There is a third layer energy. This you need to understand very deeply. Once you understand this, we are ocean of energy. The third layer of energy only is called spiritual energy or the inexhaustible energy. We are ocean actually, but for the sake of utility, easy handling, we built a small harbour. Have you seen boat jetties? Where they make the boats to stand, they build a wall so that the water will be very stable. It will not have too much of big waves. Boats can be stable. Boats can be stationed. For the sake of utility, they built a boat jetty. Just like that, for the sake of utility, we also built a small boat jetty in our mind. This much is my everyday energy. By listening from others, by feeling your own way, you somehow make a boundary. This much is only your energy. For a long time, you never used the ocean. You always used only the boat jetty. Then you forget you belong to the ocean. Ocean belongs to you. You think that boat jetty is only your limit. Boat jetty is only your boundary. But originally, boat jetty and ocean are totally connected. Always connected. Not that sometimes it is connected, sometimes it is open. No. Both are one and the same. Both are completely connected. But for utility's sake, they have made a boat jetty. Same way, you are ocean of energy. But for utility's sake, you have made a small boat jetty. For a long time, you have not used your third layer of energy. You have not touched the third layer of energy. You have not understood the other layers of energy. You used only the first layer. That is why you think yourself as a human being. You think yourself, you have only this much of energy, as a limited source of energy. Because you are not used to the ocean, you start thinking yourself as a boat jetty. When you start working, when you start expanding your boundary, when you feel the whole ocean belongs to you, the third layer of energy opens. The whole program is designed to open all the three layers of energy. By the time you do the meditations from morning till night, the four main meditations, the first layer energy will be exhausted. By the time you attend the night celebration, the second layer energy will be opened. That is why after the celebration, when you go out of the hall, you feel so regenerated. After the death meditation, when you entered, all of you are tired. Everyone is thinking, when this program will go over? I thought meditation means it will make us to sit and 10 minutes you can meditate and 10 minutes you can doze. Now, when people come, they come only with that idea. Meditation, 10 minutes you can sleep and 10 minutes you can do. But here in the name of meditation, he made us shout, scream, jump, dance. When you enter for the last session, you are totally tired, exhausted. But when you went out, I think none of you would have slept as soon as you have come. You must have had enough of energy and you would not have had sleep. Second layer of energy opens when you attend the night program, and especially at least till 1 o'clock you should not sleep. Only then the second layer will open. That's why the program is designed such a way. And now again you are going to do all the meditations. Imagine, I think if you look back, you cannot believe that you did so much. More than 14 hours, you are sitting and listening to one person, doing all sorts of things. From jumping to screaming to breathing to everything. And again 2-3 hours of play, running around and dancing. Again today morning, it's not that today you are going to rest. Now only it has started. The next meditations. By the time you reach the evening energy darshan, the last program, the third layer energy will open. You will have the inexhaustible bliss. That is why in energy darshan, everybody. This is the 52nd ASP in last 1 year. Only 1 year ago I started conducting the ASP programs. It's the 52nd program. Everyone touches the third layer of energy. Everyone. Because the whole thing is designed in such a way, by the time you reach the third layer is the bliss, third layer is the healing, third layer is the ananda, third layer is the God energy, divine energy. To touch the third layer, you have to dig out. First layer, second layer, it's like a process. You have to dig the things out. That is the reason you are requested not to move. If you don't move, if you move, who is going to lose? It's not that we are going to lose anything. No. If the crowd is less, actually we will have more attention. That is true. People who have gone out last night, at least do these meditations totally. Only then you will be able to have the result of it by the time we go to the energy darshan evening. So, if others are putting 100% effort, you put 120%. Only then you will be able to compensate which you missed last night. You have the ocean of energy behind you, and all these 3 layers are connected. The passage to these 3 layers exists only through Vishuddhi, only through throat center. Passage to all these 3 layers of energy happens only through this Vishuddhi. The first layer is day-to-day activities. Second layer is emergency layer. Third layer is spiritual layer. All these 3 are connected. All these 3. The way to reach the third layer is there only in the throat chakra, throat center. When you work on this, you will be able to reach the third layer of energy. Now we will work on a small meditation technique, but a beautiful meditation technique from Zen Buddhism to work on the throat chakra. You don't have to sit out, you don't have to sit down, you are going to actually run. Let me explain the meditation technique. You know how to run with others. You know the rat race. One more thing you mark, this I always tell. The greatest problem in the rat race is, even if you win, you are a rat. Even if you win, you are a rat. So you know how to run in the rat race. Running with everybody. Running. Now you are going to run with yourself, not with others. Let me explain the technique. You are going to jog in the same place standing, but you will improve the speed step by step. You cannot reduce the speed. After 5 minutes, no, I am feeling tired, let me rest. No. Just listen and put your trust on my words. If you find really whatever you heard from yesterday, if it has benefited you, if you have 1% of the trust on my words, put your effort, then you will understand. After 5 minutes, mind will always tell, no, I have knee pain, I had back surgery, I cannot do. This Swami is telling all sorts of things. Your mind will try its best. No, I think I can sit. Next meditation I will do. It is too much, too hard for me. Yesterday itself I am totally exhausted. Please don't believe your mind. As I told you, the boat jetty which you created is nothing but your mind. The wall of the boat jetty is your mind. Only when you break that wall, you can expand your boundary. Only when you say no to your mind, you can expand your boundary. Tell solid no to your mind. Simple no in next 30 minutes. No, 20 minutes. 20 minutes only you are going to run. Next 20 minutes, even if I faint, I am not going to bother. I will do this meditation. Surely you will not die. There is no record that somebody died in 20 minutes. In 20 minutes of jogging, nobody died on this planet Earth. So you can be sure you will not die. At the most, your mind may say you will faint. But in this 52 ASP, thousands of people have attended, not even one has fainted. I know for sure. So, don't believe your mind telling, oh, I may faint. Even if you faint, your volunteers are there, don't worry. We will just sprinkle water and make you again run. Again you will be made to do the meditation. Yes, then what? You think you are going to do only 20 minutes? Only I know. Understand very clearly. Increase the speed step by step, step by step, step by step. Your mind will tell, no, only this much of speed I can run, I cannot go any more further. Simply don't believe your mind. Because your mind has nothing but just prison or a boundary or an empty wall which separates you from the ocean. Simply have a red letter no card. Mentally, red letter, capital letter no. Whenever your mind says no, I cannot run, I cannot do all these things, I am tired, just show that card to your mind. Look here. Simply don't believe. You see, you can believe only two of one things. Your mind and the master. There is only two things in the world. One is your mind, another one is the master. You believed your mind all these years, all these days. What your mind gave? What your mind gave to you? Only sufferings and miseries. At least, why don't you try believing the master just for 20 minutes? 21st minute you don't have to believe, you start believing your mind. Just 20 minutes. Believe me instead of believing your mind. Then you will see how potential you are and how much of energy exists in you. Even the persons whose age is 82, 87, they all did this meditation. Is there anybody above 87? No. Then all of you can do. I know for sure. No problem. Understand the instruction. You are going to jog in the same place where you stand. Don't run away. Run there. First thing. Second thing, throughout the meditation, you should concentrate on the throat. Because whenever you are tired, from Vishuddhi only you will be receiving the energy. Energy will be just flooded throughout your body through Vishuddhi. And Not only running, concentrating, remembering the throat is also important. I will train you before entering into the meditation. You will be trained. You will be made to stand. Slowly you will be asked to move the hands with the memory of throat. Remembering this portion, you will be asked to move your hands. You will be asked to move your legs. Then only you will be made to run. Throughout the half an hour, 20 minutes, you will concentrate on the throat center. And once this meditation is over, 20 minutes, when I say please sit wherever you are, and again concentrate on the throat center. First thing, you will run wherever you are standing. Next thing, you can never reduce the speed, you can only increase. Third thing, concentrate on the throat continuously.